I see.
Afternoon suit.
What tea have you got? Or is that coffee?
It's coffee.
I take it it's not decaf.
No.
Or shed.
Oh.
Right.
Yes. Don't swear. What were you?
Decaf.
Oh, decaf. Right. Okay. No. It's actually continental blend. Continental. Well, it's us, isn't it? So, anyway, I'm going to make it because this is my dinner, and I've only got 50 something minutes to make it in. I was thinking about doing PT in here, but it isn't as cold out there now.
Okay.
What's it like in the PT room?
I've not been in there.
I've been in there. I'll see, because it's a seated session, so I could do it. I could do it on that stool.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have a think. Right, anyway. Dinner time. I'll do the veggies first. I won't have done that. From a few weeks ago. It might have been spring a few weeks ago. It's reverted back to winter. So I don't know. We decided to do it because it was probably quite nice. And then I got reminded that I didn't do it.
Yeah, it's 2 degrees. Which
2
means
degrees.
It's 2 degrees in the PT room.
Yeah, if you're lucky. Okay. So we'll just shove the table. We'll just rotate it. It's just so, because obviously if it's seated, I can't push the table that way. There's nobody to see me. Oh, so we're in a slightly different camera angle position, so I actually can't see comments today. So if there's anything interesting, then Ella will highlight it. Yes, so I think I'm just waiting for it to stop being so blinking cold. That's it. Which would be ideal. Going out this morning to walk the dogs in 3 layers and essentially a full face mask, so the biking mask.
Did you wear Louis balaclava?
No, I've got one as well. I've got a snoot type thing that sort of covers the neck, and you can pull it all the way up to hide most of the face. Yeah. We're sort of just about surviving without the little one. Not so little, but you know what I mean. This week. Yeah, well, he's the little one. He's the youngest.
You call Coco the little one.
Yeah. So the additional dog walking duties at sort of 5 in the morning, maybe not a massive fan of. Maybe. Hi, Karen. I saw you were back. Do we have any facts that we have used?
lamb doner fat in a tub on the side.
Ah, yeah, perfect. I'll do it. Hi, Sal. So I'm going to fry off some veggies to go in with the Tex Mex. I've got some lamb fat here. Yes, thank you. It's been a very long week and early mornings. Essentially, with my youngest being away, he normally does the dog walk first thing in the morning. So I've just had to tack that on to my day. So I've seen 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock pretty much every day this week. That's AM. We're all good. We're all right. He's back next week. I forgot what I said. Oh yeah, so I'm using some lamb fat. When we did what was this from?
Liam made his lamb doners.
Lamb doners, right? Okay. So it's got a spice in it already. Leeks are clean. Don't need to worry about them.
Tracy's tried the chili wraps.
Oh, okay.
Sent a message through. She says they're a hit.
Right. Okay. So yeah, sorry, I've not been explaining much about what I'm doing. These are the veggies that are going to go with in the Tex Mex, the beef. I'm going to use. So the recipe online is for stuffed peppers. So rather than stuffing the peppers, I am going to. I don't really want to read that message, Kat. I'm going to fill some chili wraps and make them into little parcels. So it's a Tex-Mex filled parcel. Well done, Kat. Let's all celebrate that Kat is off work. Sorry, the camera's banging in the way of the comments. Until the 20th. Do you know what? I thought it said 20th of November. I'm like, hang on a minute. What month is it? How long have I been awake? Hi, Kerry. Of course we missed you, Karen. Of course.
No, again, if you looked out the door.
Yeah, it could be November. It could be November. We were saying, it was last night, wasn't it, when it first started snowing, that this is a month late because, was it the 8th? 8th yesterday. It normally snows on Louis' birthday, which was the 8th of February. It didn't. But it's here now. Right. So we're just going to get these on the go. I'm going to use, I've got a kilo of 5% beef here. I'm going to use half of it in this mix. When is Easter? I actually don't know when Easter is this year. Is it an early one? Is it a late one? Does anybody know?
End of March.
Oh, it's an early one. All right.
Oh, no. April the 9th.
Not the end of March then, so
Not the end of March, so.
it's a different month. Still reasonably early, so it's before my birthday. Oh. Coco, stay over there. Stay over there. Off you go. Go settle down. Off you go. Good go. Well done. We could make an Easter special, couldn't we, Kerry? We do birthday bells. We could do Insanity Friday.
In fact, that would be 2 Fridays in a row. You'll have Easter Friday, and then the following Friday could be your birthday one.
Ah, could
Might not
it
be
be?
exactly.
Yeah. What day is my birthday this year?
It's Thursday.
This is Thursday. Okay. Well, that makes sense then, doesn't it? We do birthday bells on Friday morning. Everyone likes a good kettlebell session. Right, come on then. Let's have bragging rights. Who's got the deepest snow? Ours is rapidly reducing with the rain. It was pretty deep this morning, but it's pretty much disappeared with the heavy rain. Hi, Phil. Been doing a bread day today. Oh, sorry, thanks. Sorry, the messages are all over. Excellent. What are you making? What pie are you making? And what's the crust? Are you using the short crust or are you using the panda? I loved the look of your sourdough, low-carb bread. Beautiful. Actually, I meant to look for the baskets. Just not go around to it, actually. Hi, Jimmy. Right. So I'm going to get all flustered now. Use another bowl. I suppose everyone has their favourite way of doing a chili version. I like mine quite dry, so I don't use much in the way of passata or chopped tomatoes. It's sort of quite a thick, certainly when I'm putting it in wraps as well. And quite a lot of, I use garam masala. Some people will just use a little sort of hint, just to sort of, increase the flavour. I like quite a lot. And here's not food or chili. Right. I'm not going to cook that any further. I've just sweated it down, just made it it's still going to be crunchy. I don't want it to be soft and soggy. So it's going to go back in with the beef anyway. So that'll do it for now. Doesn't need any more fat in there for now. So we're going to get quite a few parcels out of this. I'm not going to make them all today. I've got 4 wraps down there. Seasonings. I've got chili powder. Hang on, wrong one. I've got chili powder and chili flakes. A little bit of smoked paprika, and then the garam masala. I'm going to add that into the beef in a minute. Do you want to whack Kat's message up there? Because I can't really see it. I wasn't sure whether it's going to get any worse or any, hi Faye, any sort of better with the snow.
It isn't going to get any worse for us.
Yeah.
It's back to 12 degrees in a couple of days.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go from, well, I suppose it was only sort of like 0, -1.
Yeah, tomorrow 4 degrees, snowing.
Right. I won't stay then.
But a low of -3. Then Saturday 6 raining, Sunday 12 raining, Monday 12 raining, Tuesday 8 snowing.
Okay.
Wednesday 8 snowing. So it's
right. So we're going from snow to wet. Okay. Right. Let's start adding some spice to this. Not going to go mad with the chili powder. So it can make it quite bitter. A little bit of chili flakes. A little bit of smoked paprika, and then my favourite garam masala. I will cook it through and see what it tastes like. give it a bit of salt. There we go. All right. Did you want to build a snowman? You wouldn't want to build a snowman in our garden, really. You know, 2 dogs, hidden parcels. Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to do that. Coco, leave the gloves alone. She was just eyeing up the heated gloves sitting on the radiator. They're not to chew, okay? So we're having to separate Archie and Coco at the moment. It's Coco's special time.
She's entirely unbothered.
She's entirely unbothered by the whole thing. Archie, on the other hand, is a bloody nightmare. Right. Again, I'm going to keep this quite dry. So once the veggies are in, I'm only going to add a touch of the passata. You could use puree if you wanted, just to sort of like bring it together, just to bind it. Is he still having a strop? He sort of, yeah. I mean, he's banished to this side, and Coco's banished to that side.
Sue called me earlier in the middle of our having it.
Oh, right. Right.
He's just like sat in the middle of my floor.
Yeah. Thankfully, we're actually able to separate them in the evening with this table. We can cut the room off. She's a little bit more clingy. I'd probably say that. She's been up to me a few times past few nights. Okay. I'm going to get a spoon so we can taste it.
Smells good.
Yeah, it smells good. Spice level's good, actually. I'm going to go a little higher, just because it's going to get combined with some cheese and some sour cream. Oi! Oi! Archie! Archie! Move, or you're outside. Right. There. Pepper. Do you know, it doesn't need much in the way of pepper, Sue. It's got quite a depth of flavour already. Let's add a little bit of passata to it. No new puppies allowed. Hi, Sandra. Just enough to coat the meat. What? I can't see.
Kara's coming.
Oh. Yeah. What? Out. Out. You're not allowed in. Out. All right. So, I'm going to do the wraps. I'm going to do them in here. I'm going to toast them in here. We've got to get them ready yet. I'm going to use quite a strong cheese. I still don't know exactly what this is, but I picked it up in the camera hasn't focused on it very well. I picked it up in Lidl's a couple of weeks ago. It's quite a strong cheese. It's just plain old cow's milk, but it doesn't taste like cow's milk cheese. It's almost blue cheese strength. And the last time I used this grater, got several comments going, I want one of those graters. It's IKEA, folks. IKEA. So I'm using the chili wraps, but you know, you could use any of the flavors if you want, or I suppose you can make like an egg wrap to do the same thing. I'm trying to think what else would work. Well, the recipes would work as a wrap. Oh, we got the linseed wraps as well.
The cheesy wraps.
Cheesy wraps. There you go. They're probably better. Yeah. Let's have a little bit more. Chicken wraps. Yeah, no, I saw Kerry done chicken wraps recently. I haven't tried them. You could. Oh, highlight Sal's comment, please. I just can't see it. Oh, were they your wraps? They were just a little bit crunchy. Right. Okay. So obviously we don't need huge amounts in the wrap. I mean, these are fairly small ones. These were just little trial ones that we made a couple of weeks ago. So don't overfill whatever wrap you're making, because you want to try and get a nice tight seal on it. And yeah. A little dollop of sour cream in there as well. All right. So, if you're going to try and get this to fold properly, you want to be able to sort of fold it in, fold it over, give it a little squeeze. You'll have two little sort of sides to sort of like push in and then roll it. And then in. So fold it in, roll it over. Archie, stay where you are. Tighten the corners up and roll. You could bake these, obviously, if you wanted to, rather than pan fry. I'm just doing them on here for a little bit more speed. Yes, I know. Is Sue just saying eat them as they are? Aesthetics, Sue. Aesthetics. Yeah? Honestly, anyone would believe you never went to catering college. Sit down. Stay there. I think we're doing changing of the beds. Oh no, Coco's outside eating ice. She's making the most of the last of the snow. She's eating what she can. Most of the walk last night was her face down in the snow, running
I looked
along.
back at the footprints we moved, and
Right.
you just see like big scrapes across the floor.
Just try to eat as much as you can. Are you going with? Yes, I think we're Q&Aing tomorrow. Yes, we're Q&Aing tomorrow. I'll probably still look as knackered as I do tonight, but that's fine. Tomorrow morning, actually, might be a 6 a.m. It's a bit of a lie-in. I get a 6 a.m. We've got PT at 7:30. So give the dogs a nice big walk first thing in the morning. I'm just going to wait for these to sort of like start to. In fact, that one is. Yes. Right, let me just get a little spatula. Leave that one for another minute. It's not quite sealed. Now, the wraps are the same thing we use for the Chinese pancakes. You can deep fry them. So, and the samosas, actually thinking about it. So, when they're filled, you have to sort of like fry them quite carefully. What I mean by that is that the sealed side, the bit that you want to seal, we just dip into the oil and hold it there for a few seconds. That seals the joint, and then we drop the whole thing down into the oil, and it sort of stays completely sealed then. Obviously with the pan, I'm just keeping it, I've kept it sort of like seal side down for a couple of minutes just to create that seal. So this is completely stuck down now, this back one. That one can probably do it a little bit longer. However, see Sue, that's what I was aiming at. Nice char grilled. Not quite there yet. I'll get a plate organised for a bit of presentation, shall I? Rather than just whack it on a plate or just eat it out of the pan. Right, you coming in again? No, just out the back.
That's her favourite spot at the moment.
She just wants to sit outside. It's nice and cool. Or cold. There you go. That'll do. Oh, there's a Panda pizza base. It's a little bit of dough that was left over.
Nice.
Ella said to me a couple of days ago, "You got any dodgy panda?" I was like, "No, I only make perfect panda." And then I made another batch this morning, and the slicer, Edward II, decided to essentially crush one of the loaves. It just didn't want to cut it. So as the blades came down, it just flattened the loaf, and then eventually it did cut it, but it was about that big at that point. Right, there we go. Beautiful. Right, I'll just let these two brown off just a little bit more. I just want that cheese to melt on the inside. I've just ditched the bag. It's there. Okay? It won't go back in the bag. Might go in the box. It's quite surprising. We bought this for the Tuesday night session with Liam. And Helen went, I've already got a bag of salad. We've not had a bag of salad for like 2 or 3 months. Right. Those two. Don't need that. So, yes, greens. So, as I say, you can bake these if you wanted. I mean, we've previously sort of baked them and topped them with cheese. Rather than sort of put the cheese on the inside, you can sort of like sprinkle some cheese on the outside, whack it in the oven, and and it only takes 15, 20 minutes in the oven. You're not going to get the same. You're not going to get the same sort of scoring, but that's just for the look, really. Right, these are done. Wow. You want to get some pictures of these? I was about to say, no, the camera's in front of us, but that's the other camera.
Yeah, actually, for a reason.
Yeah. There you go. I'll get Ella to sort of do the focusing when she gets down. But the sour cream sort of melted through the meat, so it's all creamy. And spicy. It will be. Yum. There you go. You just do a focus on that. Mm.
There you go. Lift it up. There you go.
There you go. Just covered my face up. There you go. Wow. Really good. Those are something you could prep. Let them cool down. Bang them in the fridge. Or freezer. Freeze them as parcels. And then they're ready as a meal. They rebake in sort of like 20 minutes, half an hour from frozen. Wow. Come on then. Still not making a move. That's it. Look on. She's coming in and sneeze straight away because she doesn't like the smell. Right. Thank you very much. Sorry, nuts. PT's not 100%. Yeah, no worries, Karen. Well, it's a seated session anyway. It's a seated dumbbell session this evening. I'm going to clear up now. We're going to move the table out of the way so I can sit here in 20 minutes' time with a set of dumbbells and do that session. And then, yes, it'll be dog walk and an early night. Right, I will see you tomorrow. Q&A 6:30. I don't think there's anything else on, is there, during the... Oh, PT 7:30 in the morning. So come along to that if you are. We're not doing Insanity in the morning. Last week's was fun, but I don't think I have it in me this week to do the same thing. We'll just do normal Tabata carry. I mean, if that's not bad enough. Yeah, I'll see you if you're joining in with PT in 20 minutes. So